Hello class, so this is a redo of one of the other lectures, this one on language. We were just talking about material culture, and we're talking about, I think I stopped at this kind of directional linear thinking, and I wanted to share with you two YouTube videos, but in trying to post them I found that I'm not allowed to do so. So if you could look them up yourself, it's the helical model, our solar system. A system is a vortex, and helical model of space and time. And I've posted here the YouTube information. And the reason why I want you to look at this is because it gives you the modern interpretation of our solar system and the way that time works based on our solar system. And since we have a very linear type of thinking, we think about time in a very linear fashion. And if you think about the timeline, right, that you learned in 5th grade history, where you have, the 1890s and then the 1900s and 1910s, it's this very linear thinking. And I want you to watch these videos because it should give you another perception on time that's less linear. And the reason why that's important is because we're talking about how language has a sort of shared perspective. And this type of shared perspective, like linear thinking, can really shape the way that you understand the world and the universe and everything that goes along with it, and it can actually be incorrect. It's this one that we learned in our own history is an incorrect perspective. So then it brings us to these ideas of components of symbolic culture. And symbolic culture, symbols are everything. They're everywhere around us. It's everything from gestures like hand gestures saying okay, to language or symbols. Every word that you use is a symbol for something. So language in itself is a whole set of symbols, of verbal symbols. We have everything from symbols like a police officer's badge to, a thumbs up or flipping somebody off, right? That all has, meaning behind it. And if you go to another place, those same symbols, like a hand gesture that says okay, the little circle with your fingers up, in the United States that's okay, but in other cultures that actually means something quite different. And so this whole set of symbols, gestures, and language shapes both our non-material and our material culture. It shapes the way we view the world, the way we understand it, and the way we perceive reality. And then going back to the concept of values, norms, and mores, one of the things that I wanted to talk about in terms of values, norms, and mores is positive and negative sanctions. And all this means is it's a simple descriptive for how we learn our norms and our values and our mores. Negative sanctions are, anything from mild punishments to severe punishments for our behavior when we do something wrong. Somebody calling you out because you got in line in front of them, or your mom taking away your toy because you wouldn't share it with your brother or your sister. Or a positive sanction, your mom giving you an extra treat because you shared your popsicle with your sister, so you got an additional treat. So those are positive sanctions. And we have negative and positive sanctions for everything that we do, from everyday life to very deviant behavior like committing murder would have a severe negative sanction. So then we move on to subcultures. And subcultures, you might get a double lecture on this one because I don't know if I did it in which video. So you have the components of cultures. Subcultures are, I'm pretty sure I already did this. I'm going to cut you off here, and then we'll move on to the next lecture, which will start here at components of culture. Thank you.